Only 30% of dropshipping stores make their first sale, and worse than that, only 10% manage to succeed and run a sustainable business. But why exactly is that? After building multiple 6- and 7-figure brands and being in the space for over 5 years now, I'm here to uncover all of the mistakes that I see the beginners make over and over again. These tips that I'm about to share with you are going to drastically increase your chance of success, especially the second tip, which I think you guys need to pay really close attention to. Now, the first thing that you need to know before starting a dropshipping store is that it's going to take time to master. So many people out there paint the picture that dropshipping is super easy to start and you're going to get sales right off the bat and become a multimillionaire, all while doing it with a half-decent website, poor ad creatives, poor marketing angles. But in reality, dropshipping is simple but hard to master. But what dropshipping actually does is that it teaches you high-income skills that you need to run this type of business, like web design, marketing angles, ad creatives, social media marketing, and so many other things. But if everyone had these skills, everyone would be making a lot of money online. More so, these skills are not just learned in a few days of you trying to build up your Shopify brand. You need to constantly be putting in practice and learning from your mistakes and getting better with each and every attempt. Now, like I was saying earlier, there is so much content online right now about how easy it is to start a dropshipping store. You're gonna get your Lamborghini next week. And that's why I see a ton of beginners going into the space, putting up a random product on a pretty bad looking website, throwing like $100 into Facebook ads on a creative that they sourced from some third party or on Fiverr, and then get little to no results, quit, and call dropshipping a scam. It is 100% achievable if you actually put the time and effort in. Think about it like any other high-paying job, right? You usually need a college degree, maybe a master's degree, but the bottom line is that you need a ton of training, years of it, before you see any income at all. That's the exact same thing as dropshipping and building an e-commerce brand. The only difference is that you don't have to go to school for it. You can learn on your own time, and it's a lot quicker than getting a 4-year degree to learn high-income skills. And for you specifically, you're already taking the first step. You're watching e-commerce content like this. So for you, it could take weeks, maybe months, but I'm telling you, the more that you learn about every element of dropshipping and e-commerce in general, you're gonna find success in your own stores. You're also gonna learn these high income skills that you can take anywhere else. Now, moving on to the next important thing before you even start dropshipping, you have to stop overthinking your product. So many big YouTubers and TikTokers are obsessed with finding these winning products, but I'll tell you right now, most people that are doing big numbers in e-commerce are not just finding products that look cool. They really focus on products that are evergreen and can be sold year-round. Don't get me wrong, some seasonal products are great, but the problem with that is I look at e-commerce and dropshipping as a sustainable, lifelong career in business. I don't want to sell the next fidget spinner and just make 10, 20, 30 grand over a couple months and then have it become extremely saturated and then the trend dies. That leaves you scrambling, looking for the next winning product, and the cycle is just endless. Evergreen niches are so much better to go into, like golf, beauty, pet niche. These types of niches are always in demand. They're not going anywhere. But what the really good e-commerce brand owners are focusing on is turning any average product into winning product by using marketing angles, branding, and high quality ad creatives. Fundamentally, this is what most beginners need to understand. Think of a shower head for an example. That's a pretty average product. Maybe it has good pressure or water filtration, but that's pretty much it. Now attach the shower head to the marketing angle of skincare. Now all of a sudden you have this shower head that gives you clearer skin and is now turned into a winning product. This is exactly how the brand Jolie was created. This is the brand Jolie right here. They're doing extremely well, and they've completely branded the shower head space in general for skincare. It removes chlorine, heavy metals, other contaminants from your shower to improve your skin and hair and well-being. This is the complete angle and model that's actually made them successful. It's literally just the shower head. But you can see here that they have a subscription for $148. It includes one Jolie, one filter, and a filter subscription. So they're taking the Brita kind of model and they're saying, hey, you need to do this with your skincare and your hair care from your regular shower because all that water in there is hard water. And you need to change your filter every 3 months, right? So we're gonna set you up in a subscription package for this. But overall, the secret to this type of branding is making sure that you're hitting the right demographic of audience with the right marketing angle. But of course, that's easier said than done. The best way to train yourself is by trying to actually attach great angles on already great products. How I kind of do this is similar to the way MrBeast and other big YouTubers pick their videos. These guys first come up with the thumbnails for their video. If they have a great idea for a thumbnail, they try to create a video around it because they know the thumbnail is the most important part. If people don't like the thumbnail and don't click on the video, you don't get any views at all. I do this in the exact same way, but with marketing angles. What I do is pick out a product and ask myself, can I come up with great marketing angles for this product? And if I can't, I'll move on. Because the more marketing angles that you can come up with in the beginning, the higher chance of success that you have. You can test a bunch of different demographics and audiences by using marketing angles. Too many beginners pick average marketing angles that have been done 100 times, try to replicate it and expect the same results. Most of the time, that's actually where the term saturation of a product comes from. It's really not the product that's saturated. People are still buying the product. It's the marketing angles that you're using for this product that are saturated. If you ask anyone that is successful in dropshipping or building Shopify brands, they're gonna say that this is one of the most important things to look for when you're picking out your product. It's such an important skill to learn because you're not just gonna be cycling through untapped products looking day and night trying to find one. You're really just looking for product angles. And once you master coming up with marketing angles, it's gonna be so much easier to find these winning products. An example that's more recent is this air purifier that they targeted people that own pets because pets have odors. And people don't want their house to smell like pets, litter boxes, and all those things. Here's the example of the brand right here. So instead of just selling an air purifier like everyone else does on TikTok and humidifiers, you see it all the time, they said, hey, we're gonna sell an air purifier, but the only target market that we're trying to hit are people that wanna eliminate pet odors. And a lot of people have pets, so the market is still a very, very large size, but everything is completely optimized for eliminating pet odors and making your house smell fresher. If there's any fundamental of e-commerce and dropshipping that you need to learn as a beginner, it is 100% marketing angles. The next important thing that you need to learn before you even start is becoming adaptable. Now, what I mean by that is you need to be flexible, pivot, and overcome anything that's kind of thrown in your way. There will be days ahead of your journey where there's gonna be a million things that go wrong. Maybe your supplier doesn't have any more stock. Maybe your Facebook account gets banned. There are just so many different things that can go wrong, but you have to be resilient and overcome these obstacles. I remember when I was having a lot of success dropshipping and I was still working at my 9-to-5 job because I didn't really know how long it was gonna last. At the time with dropshipping, I was making about 3 times what I was at my 9-to-5 job. So I figured it was time to pull the trigger, take a risk, and leave my 9-to-5 job. But what happened next was completely uncalled for. The week after I quit my job, my Facebook ad account got completely banned, totally restricted. And at the time, that was my only income stream, so I was extremely nervous, very scared, because I'm like, oh great, I just quit my 9-to-5 job and now this whole thing just got shut down and banned. What am I gonna do? But I knew there were multiple ways to get around that. I tried to create new Facebook accounts, use friends and family, everything worked out. But the point is that you can't get too lazy and just when something happens that's inevitable, you just give up and move on to the next thing. You're never gonna learn to master these high income skills by doing that and just quitting anytime something gets rough. I see a ton of beginners outsourcing a lot of their work in the beginning when times are getting tough or they don't wanna learn a skill. And then they end up asking themselves, what's going wrong? Why isn't this working? Or why is this failing now? You need to be proactive, solving your issues yourself and learning all these skills from scratch in the beginning, taking time and implementing them. Because if you just outsource and try to pay your way through everything and throw money at your business, it's not going to work. Trust me, you're gonna thank yourself in the end. You're gonna avoid so many headaches and really teach yourself that you're capable of overcoming anything. And it may seem like a lot in the beginning, but I promise you, trial and error is your best friend. That is the only way that you can learn all of these skills and actually master them and put all the puzzles of your business together, making sure that they work and be able to take your brand even further and open up so many opportunities for you. And if you're completely stuck, just reach out to people that have done it that you look up to or get a mentor that can help guide you through the process. Just don't quit when there's any little road bump. That is the only way in life in every single element that you're going to be able to achieve all the dreams that you want, all of your goals, whether it's business or just your personal life. So if that sounds like you, take this message to heart. My last advice to you, if you're trying to start up any sort of business, whether it's online or in person, you need to push yourself as hard as you can trying to build this business and putting in the sweat equity and hours, even though you're not getting any results in the beginning. But I guarantee you, if you continue to work, learn as much as you possibly can, and overcome any road bumps that come along the way, you will find the success in whatever business venture that you're pursuing. And you'll be thanking your previous self for overcoming this obstacle that you're about to quit on. Those are the 3 things and the best pieces of advice that I can give you before you even start your dropshipping store. So remain consistent, put in your time and effort, your trial and error, and you will find some success. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video was motivational. I hope it gave you some good ideas and what you can look forward to when you're creating your own business. All right, guys, that's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time.